Good evening, everyone. I would like to call this mid-month meeting to order. And as it is the mid-month, it's obviously it's a shorter agenda. And if anyone has any updates, council reports, we can do them now. And I think we do have a few. Sorry, the sun is coming through here. Councillor Wallum.
So I wanted to report that we'll be having our first market at Prince Albert Square on August 2nd from 10 to 4 p.m. We're very excited, been working hard with the two merchants association. So the first one will be August 2nd, and then the following one will be August 9th on Green Avenue in the parking lot. I also tonight will be passing a resolution for the construction of 6 parklets for the Victoria Village. This is part of our program as we did on Green Avenue to provide places for people to eat food they buy in the area, enjoy, come to the village. So those will be installed later in August, but we'll be passing the resolution for that. Green Avenue continues to be very popular. I'm pleased to see people social distancing, but coming to our to Quartier Green and using the shops. The shops have reported that their businesses are getting better. So please shop local.
Thank you, Councillor Lallam. I think Councillor Kez had an update.
No. Yeah, regarding Stainer, the reconstruction of Stainer is ahead of schedule by 5 weeks and is expected to be completed the week of July 27th, which I'm sure the residents will be happy to have their beautiful street back. Most of the project phases went really well. The phase involving the reconstruction of the Hydro Street lighting conduit was removed from the project timeline because Hydro deemed the existing conduit to be structurally conforming. So this allowed for the advancement of this project, which will be, people will have their streets back next week.
Thank you. And Councillor Brushke, I think, has an update.
Yes, hi. Among the correspondence that we're going to be tabling at this evening's council is a correspondence from City of Montreal regarding the GMR, which is the Plan Métropolitain de Gestion des Matières Résiduelles. So we will be tabling the bylaw, Montreal Bylaw 2020-84, which essentially extends the report on waste. It was from 2015 to 2020, the plan. It's now extended from 2017 to 2024. And there's some updates in that plan and an urging to reduce waste for municipalities to reduce further volumes of waste to landfill. So this is a report that I will encourage the administration to put up on the website so that residents are well informed and can also voice their interests so that the provincial government can come in with some legislation to reduce single-use plastics, for instance, and other measures that are suggested in that report. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Brushke, and I think Councillor Gallery has an update.
Good evening, everyone. I just would like to inform you that as of this coming Saturday, we will be starting with shinny hockey and general skating. The schedule will be on the website, hopefully by the end of the day tomorrow, and it'll be by a reservation system Wednesday at noon. Going forward, we will be allowing 16 hockey players at any one time and 32 general skaters. So we're looking forward to getting that going. So that's as of next Saturday. Thanks.
Thank you. Are there any further updates or reports from other councillors? No, and as everyone knows that this past weekend on Saturday was the beginning of mandatory masks in indoor public spaces. And so the last council meeting that we had indicated that we would be passing a bylaw to make it obligatory to wear a mask in indoor public spaces. But now that the province has moved on that, we don't need to have our own Westmount specific bylaw. And we will continue to give out masks if you need one. We have some reusable masks from the city. We are happy to get them to you. Go to our website at westmount.org/masks. And we will continue to work with our merchants to make sure that that they understand all the details of this. We want you to shop local, and we want you to wear a mask when you are indoor in indoor public space. So when you're grocery shopping, when you come to the WRC to go to the pool, you need to wear a mask to go through the building. This is incredibly important, and that we all need to do our part to continue to keep. We haven't seen a spike in numbers in Westmount, and we want to keep it that way. So I really, really encourage you. If you need a mask, we will get one to you. So on that note, I think if there are no further questions or reports, no further reports from council, we will move to the first question period. And I hand it over to the city clerk if there are any questions.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. We have two questions. One, as mentioned at our previous special sitting of last week, the question received on that day was not pertaining to an item on that agenda. Being a special meeting, the agenda is restricted to those questions on those items. So we will start with that question received. This question is from Andrea Rudolph. The question is as follows. What actions is the city taking to protect us from renovations happening right now? We have lived here since 2007, and with new building ownership, we are experiencing removal of lockers, etc. With the decline in rentable housing, how does this help us? Thank you. I'm asking on behalf of all of us tenants at this address. Be well. And the address in question is 4508 St. Catherine Street West.
Thank you for the question. And that is, I would advise the resident that they are welcome to contact me, and we will put them in touch with urban planning. I don't know if the councillor in question would like to comment on it. I'll hand it over to Councillor Llewellyn.
Yes, I've already been in touch with urban planning twice, and the building inspectors are aware and have been visiting the site and in contact with the owners. So they are allowed to do renovations in their vacant apartments, but they must abide by the city's bylaws and have the required building permits to do that.
Okay, so if they are doing that work and the inspectors have been there, then they must have their required permits. Okay.
Or they're in the process of getting them.
Thank you. And if you need further information, you can certainly contact your city councillor or myself, and we'll make sure that your inquiries get to urban planning. All right. Any other questions from the city clerk?
Thank you. One more question. This question is from Neil Hopley. The question is as follows. When does the council believe the arena will open back to the public, schedule for general hockey and general skating?
I think Councillor Gallery addressed that in her public or in her comments at the beginning, but I invite her to reiterate the date if she would like to answer that question.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. So it will actually open Saturday, July 25th. So reservations online will start Wednesday at noon. And like I said before, there'll be a limited amount of players for both shinny hockey and general skating, but please check the websites and make sure you have a reservation. So if you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch with me.
And you will be required to wear a mask when you walk through the WRC to get onto the ice. Okay, thank you. Is that it for questions from the city clerk?
That is all for today's first question period.
Okay, on va commencer avec l'adoption de l'ordre du jour. Councillor Cutler.
Merci, Madame la Mairesse. Je propose que l'ordre du jour de la séance ordinaire du conseil, le 20 juillet 2020, soit adopté.
Merci. Est-ce que j'ai un appuyeur? Councillor Bostock. All in favor? Carried. Item number 5, confirmation of minutes. Again, Councillor Cutler.
Mayor, I move that the minutes of the regular council sitting held on July 6th, 2020, and the special council sitting held on July 15th, 2020 be approved.
Thank you. Do I have a seconder? Councillor Llewellyn. All in favor? Carried. Item number 6. 6.1 is myself. The following documents are tabled. Le plan métropolitain de gestion de matières résiduelles 2015 à 2020, as well as the resolution CC 20-032 of the Communauté métropolitaine de Montréal adopting the règlement 2020-84 modifiant le plan métropolitain de gestion des matières résiduelles 2015 jusqu'au 2020, and the public notice concerning said bylaw, and bylaw RCG 19-030-2 entitled Règlement modifiant le règlement d'établissement des modalités de paiement de quote-part pour les municipalités liées, exercice financier 2020, RCG 19-030 of the City of Montreal, and resolution CG 20-0346 adopting said bylaw. Bylaw RCG 19-031-2 entitled Règlement modifiant le règlement concernant le quote-part de tarifaire pour l'alimentation en eau potable, exercice financier 2020, RCG 19-031 of the City of Montreal, and resolution CG 20-0345 adopting said bylaw. As well, tabling bylaw RCG 20-014-2 entitled Règlement modifiant le règlement intérieur du conseil d'agglomération sur la délégation au comité exécutif du pouvoir du conseil d'agglomération de renouveler l'état d'urgence en vertu de la loi sur la sécurité civile of the City of Montreal, resolution CG 20-0344 adopting said bylaw, and bylaw RCG 20-025 entitled Règlement sur la subvention relative à l'aide d'urgence sur les établissements de salles de spectacle et de cinéma indépendants dans le contexte de pandémie de la COVID-19 of the City of Montreal, and resolution CG 20-0343 adopting said bylaw. Item 6.2, Councillor Cutler.
Le procès verbal de la rencontre du comité plénier du Conseil du 15 juin 2020 est déposé et est disponible sur le site web de la Ville.
Merci beaucoup. Item number 7, call for public tenders, reconstruction of PA-68 and conduit banks work. Councillor Shammy.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I move to authorize an expenditure in the amount of $162,892, including tax credits for the reconstruction of PA-68 and Conduit Bank Works tender number PUB 2020-045, and to award to Transelec Common Inc. the contract for this purpose at its bid price for a maximum amount of $187,285.08, including taxes, the whole in conformity with the contractual documents of the call for tender PUB 2020-045. And finally, Madam Mayor, to allocate this expenditure in accordance with the financial information included in the decision-making file number 2020-1045.
Thank you. And do I have a seconder on that motion? Councillor Gallery. All in favor? Carried. Item number 8, request for proposals, fabrication and installation of parklets and integrated furniture. Councillor Lulham.
I move to authorize the expenditure in the amount of $77,671.64, including tax credits, for the fabrication and installation of parklets and integrated furniture. Request for proposals number INV 2020-044, to award to Modular Construction Inc. the contract for this purpose at its bid price for a maximum amount of $85,060.57. including taxes, the whole in conformity with the contractual documents of the request for proposals INV 2020-044, to allocate this expenditure in accordance with the financial information included in the decision-making file number 2020-1052.
Thank you. And I'm sure that Councillor Peart would like to second that. Any further comments on this before we vote?
It's what I mentioned earlier. This is for the construction of the 6 partlets that will go in the Victoria Village area later in August.
Perfect. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. All in favor?
Aye.
Carried.
Sorry, I believe Councillor Peart is having technical difficulties. Was that seconded by him?
Yes, seconded by Councillor Pearson.
Perfect. Thank you.
And for the last item on the agenda, building permits, urban planning, Councillor Pearson.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I move that according to the recommendations made by the Planning Advisory Committee at its meetings held on July 13th and 14th, 2020, the building permit applications appearing on the attached list reviewed under bylaw 1305 on site planning and architectural integration programs be approved.
Thank you. And Councillor Lulham would like to second that.
I second.
All in favor? Oh, wait, any major projects on there?
Well,
No.
these are mid-month, so it's the more of the consents and a couple of landscaping projects.
Okay, thank you.
But the volume continues.
Thank you. All in favor? Carried. If there, the city clerk, are there any questions that have come in? No. And
You know, let's just give it, there's a little lag. I don't believe so, though. Nothing.
okay, thank you. And there are no items of new business. So therefore,